For boarding schools, so many of our students are thriving that authentic connection that they've really been missing over the last couple of years. Between COVID and the connection to electronics and video games and things like that. Our students are so connected to their peers, to the adults in our community, and so much of what happens at boarding school happens after that last bell rings. From 3 o'clock until they go to sleep at night. Sports, activities, clubs, meal times, travel opportunities, things like that.
I started working at a boarding school because I went to a boarding school, and my life was really transformed by that experience of living and learning with people from all over the world and having so many opportunities at my fingertips. And I was really moved by faculty who took special interest in me and helped to nurture me. And I wanted to go back and to work in a boarding school and do that for young people again.
You'll study with them, you'll play on teams with them. You may have them as housemates or roommates in your dormitory. So I think it's that community experience that is the most special thing about boarding school life.
Through this fair, parents can gain a first-hand experience talking to school officers to address two fundamental questions. Why boarding? Why America? Boarding changes everything.
Boarding gives support and freedom at the same time. Because the student is away from their family, they need to be self-reliant.
My point of view, according to me, I think I've learned a lot. I've come across a lot of schools, a lot of great people, great facilities in terms of sports, academic, name it. Some things which are not available here are available there also. And how the child can grow into a better person, more confident. Sometimes as a parent, we're also worried about sending our child so far away. But I think this kind of opportunity, when my daughter actually spoke to the people out here, she built her confidence and she was so interested. She was like, wow, we get to do this, we get to do that.
I went to many stands, I think around 4 or 5 schools, and I really shared my inquiries about each school and different programs I may be able to take or classes that could potentially be good for my future and what I want to do in the future. I do really recommend boarding school and going to certain fairs like this, because instead of just researching at home about the different schools, you can really one-on-one interact with the different leaders of each school. And I also recommend going to a boarding school because you can really have more independent experiences away from your family and friends. And I think that's a really good trait to have.
I would recommend it, especially it's a really interesting event. It will help students to be more prepared with universities and other curriculums and stuff.
My name is Jessica. I live in Dubai with my family, 3 children. One of them is already boarding in America. We're looking at schools now for my daughter. It's never easy to send your children to boarding, but the advantages of that educational environment that I experienced myself are worth any sacrifice.
I think you have to think about what your goals are and what environment your child may thrive in. It comes down to the values and to the feel of how you feel when you're interacting with people from the school, students, faculty, staff. And the best advice I can give is, if at all possible, visit the schools, see the school, understand how the school operates. It will make a big difference.
3 words I would use to describe boarding school, I would say community, connection, and opportunity.
Challenging, joyful, and opportunity.